Hi guys, and welcome back to another YouTube video. If you are new here, hi, my name is Caroline, and I just wanted to take you guys along for the night. It is currently 12:52 on January 8th, and I honestly have not had time to just sit down and reflect on how my 2025 went and how I want 2026 to go. I really wanted to do a vision board and do some goal setting before I left for Arizona, and I just didn't have time. I wanted to make it some really intentional time where I sat down, I really thought to myself, what do I see my vision looking like for 2026, and what do I really want to accomplish this year, and where do I see myself going? And we got back from Arizona on Monday, and it is now Friday, January 9th, and honestly, I just have not had time to do it, but it is now Friday, and I thought, what better than a perfect night to do it? It is super gloomy and rainy out. My fiance is headed to a dinner with a few people tonight for a coworker leaving, and so I figured tonight would be a great night. I am also headed to just get my nails done and do a little self-care, so I thought I would take you guys along with me to do all of that, and then also show you my vision board and read you and talk to you about my goals for 2026. I feel like last year I definitely had a lot of goals and I did accomplish a lot of them, but when it comes to my vision board, and I feel like a lot of people can feel the same way about this, I thought that it was like this super cute thing where you just look up a bunch of aesthetic pictures, print them out, and throw them on like a cork board or throw them on a poster board. And so that is what I did. And looking back, there are things on it that I did see a vision for and they did happen or I did accomplish them. But I didn't really sit last year and think, how am I going to achieve this vision? And so I feel like when I look at it, like, yes, it's super cute and it's super aesthetic and all these fun, amazing, like really cute pictures, and I'll pop it up right here so you guys can see it. I don't have it with me currently. But this year I really sat down and reflected on what I saw myself envisioning this year to look like. And so now when I look back at my vision board next year, I'm going to have so much more intention behind what I did. And so I just feel like this year's is going to be a lot different than last year's. And then I also want to make like a goal map setting of some different goals financially, relationshiply, whether that's friends or with my fiance. Maybe some like physical goals where I see myself going in bodybuilding and with my health and all the things. So anyways, I know that was a little bit of a ramble, but I am going to take you guys along with me. So we are going to go get our nails done. I need to stop at Staples and return something, and then we are going to go print off our pictures for our vision board, and then I will take you guys along with me to make it. So thank you guys for being here. I hope you have an amazing 2026, and if you see this and you have goals or you want to make a vision board, this is your sign. So let's get this vlog going. I just left the nail salon, and so now it is time to go pick up our pictures. I placed them for an order pickup from CVS, which is right up the street, while I was getting my nails done. So we are going to go head there and pick up our photos for our vision board. Sorry if I look absolutely crazy. I got my eyebrow and lip wax while I was in there as well, but had to show you guys my nails because she did so good. I've never gotten chrome before. Usually I always stick to either pink or French, but this time I was like, okay, I'm still gonna stick to something neutral, but I kind of want to do something fun, and she did such a great job. They look so good. Oh my gosh, the Vaseline on my lips. They look so good. I don't know if like you can actually see the chrome, but she did so good on them and they look so good. I'll show you guys from the other way too. Like, they just look amazing. But anyways, I am a nail girly and I will always have my nails done. So now that that is done, we are gonna go pick up our photos. I need to go run a few other errands and then home to make our vision board. So here are all of my photos. I have about a little over 50 right here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just going to take all of these photos and I am going to cut them after I lay them out on this board. Just picked up this big corkboard frame from Walmart. The measurements are 17 inches by 23 inches. So what I'm going to do is I am going to place the pictures kind of where I want them situated so that I'm not just kind of guessing as I'm going. And then I'm going to cut the pictures, and then I also got double-sided tape. So I am going to go start to lay down the photos. I am going to put some music on, just some like Zen music to really just get into my feels and get into a really good vibe of setting some amazing intentions and really tuning into what I want my vision to look like in 2026, instead of just slapping a bunch of photos on a corkboard and saying, okay, I'm done, but really feeling how I am going to imagine seeing the vision come to life this year. So going to go put on some music and get to making this vision board. Final vision board. I am so happy with how it turned out, and I kind of just want to explain to you guys what I did differently with this one than the one I made last year. So like I said, this one I really went into detail of visioning in my mind, how am I going to look back on this vision board and say, I accomplished this, I accomplished that. So just to give an example of some things I really want to accomplish this year, is I really just want to become a better version of myself. And last year on my vision board, for example, I put pictures of random people off Pinterest, like that I didn't even know. And when I look back, I'm like, who even are these people? I want to be my vision of becoming a better version of myself. So I have myself down here. I also have myself right here in the gym. I also have myself right here in the gym and right here. And I really just want to grow as a person myself. And then some other things I have is like me and a girl here, some girls swimming at the beach here, because I am moving to Florida, which is also why I have the feet in the sand and me and my fiance on the beach. And so that is really me envisioning like me going to the beach for sunrise and taking time to myself and just going for a sunrise swim, or finding a really good group of friends down there that I can go to the beach with every single weekend and just have a fun time. And then me and my fiance have also been talking about getting a dog for so long. So crossing my fingers, hopefully 2026 is the year for that. And I just envision myself being in my dog mom era before I get married. So there's a picture of us on the beach. What else do I have on here? I really want to hit a goal of 500 followers on my YouTube channel and 5,000 followers on my Instagram. I always wish that my family and I are always happy and healthy. I would love to find a new job, whether that is just a fun side job along with coaching when I get to Florida, or a marketing job. I would love to do that. And then just some quotes that I really want to live by this year. For example, a year full of memories, just living in the moment, avoid drama, hit the gym, dress well, and make money. I really want to work on my style this year and finding what fits me best and what I love myself in. And then also, I just loved this one, to the woman I was. I love you to the woman I am. I'm proud of you to the woman I'm becoming. I'm excited for you. And then me and my fiance also have another big goal of saving money. So I have that there. And then I also have a savings jar here. And there's a lot more, but I'm not going to get into too much detail just because I want to keep some of this stuff personal. But that was definitely a lot of detail, but I kind of just wanted to explain how I did this one because it was a lot different from last year. So now I'm like really envisioning how I am going to either go take videos of this stuff, or how I'm going to accomplish this or take pictures, and how I am really going to put this vision board into action so that it's not just me seeing a vision, but actually envisioning it and making it come to life. So I am very, very happy with how this one turned out. I am going to put a side-by-side of my one last year right here and then this one here this year, and you'll kind of even be able to tell the difference of kind of how last year's I just threw together some random aesthetic photos, but this year's actually had a purpose and value to it. So super, super excited to see what this year has in store for me, my fiance, my family, just everyone around me, my friends, travels, all of that. So super excited, and you know, you guys are seeing this as a YouTube vlog, and I do have on here a lot of stuff towards YouTube because I'm loving creating content. I'm loving creating the long form videos and editing it. It is so joyful for me and one of my favorite things to do. So you guys will be seeing this on YouTube, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, because one of my visions for 2026 and a goal is to really tap into YouTube and grow that in my community on there, along with my coaching and also my content on Instagram and TikTok as well. So like I said, super excited to see what 2026 has in store for me. But here is my 2026 vision board, and then I am also going to go do some goal writing. I am going to go put my headphones back in and kind of just do a brain dump, write out some goals, probably open up my computer, make a little Canva diagram, do some goals like I said earlier, so I will show you guys how I am doing that. But this is the vision board. I love how it turned out, and I'm going to hang it up in my office once I get to Florida. Now my headphones are back in. I'm going to turn on some more calm music and get to writing out my goals. Last year I kind of did the same exact thing where I had goals, but I felt like I had so many that they weren't really attainable and it just wasn't sustainable. And it was like goals that I wanted to achieve, but I kind of knew were out there, which isn't a bad thing. I just feel like I kind of just dumped a bunch of goals and didn't really sit on how I was going to make these goals happen and the action I was going to take to actually reach these goals. So on my laptop right here, which I will show you guys, I have a ton of my goals from 2025 written out, and as you can see, there is career, mindset and self-care, finance, style and appearance, home and health and fitness. And I just feel like I had way too many and couldn't even wrap my head around all of them. So this year I am going to reflect on all of my goals that I did write from last year, and I still probably am going to do careers, finance, mindset, probably relationship, and then health and fitness. I'll pick like 5 different categories and make goals from there. But I'm probably only going to make like 2 to 3 goals for each one and actually write out how I am going to achieve that goal. That way I actually feel like I am capable of it. So I'm going to go turn my music back on and get to goal setting. So on this sheet of paper, I just wrote out my 2026 goal categories. I am going to do health and habits, financial, career, relationships and friendships, mindset and personal growth. And then I am going to do 3 goals for each category and how I am actually going to take these steps to achieve those goals. And then also I'm going to do a little brain dump and I'm going to write out what didn't work in 2025, what I want to do in 2026, how I want to feel in 2026, and then what I want to keep in 2026 as well. So I am going to go get a blank sheet of paper, some highlighters, and start doing that. My vision board is all complete. I have my vision board on the front, and then I have my 2026 goals on the back. So I am going to hang this up like I said, and then I am going to look back at my goals at the end of the year along with my vision board and see what I completed and if my visions came to life. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this little self-care vlog of me just making my vision board, getting my nails done, and just spending a super relaxing Friday with you guys. So let me know down below what your visions are for 2026 if you're making a vision board, and I will see you guys in my next vlog.